Hey everybody, today we're going to be talking about blanket terminology and how it relates to the knowledge systems of indigenous people groups. We're going to be doing this through a series of interviews where we talk to people who know quite a bit about the subject. Before we begin, I think it'd be prudent to define and explain some key terms in today's discussion. Firstly, indigenous means set of a person born in a specific region, area, country, etc. When I say knowledge systems, I'm referring to the methods through which we know the things that we know, and the knowledge that is obtained through these methods. So basically, we're discussing the things that people isolated in specific regions know, and how they know them. A blanket term is a term that groups items together by one specific attribute that all of these items exhibit. So I could group several men with dark skin under the label of black. This label, however, would be quite inadequate to describe the men because though they may have similar skin tones, they could be of different nationalities and backgrounds. This inadequacy is what is so dangerous about blanket terminology. We often make descriptive judgments about things that are simply too nuanced to be adequately described using such terms. One way that blanket terminology is used to make generalizations is placing music in large blocks of time, typically decades.
In the past 14 years, so much has happened. I mean, we've survived the end of the world like 3 times. Backstreet Boys have broken up twice as much as that. And yet, still we group together 2000 2014 with the term the 2000s. But how can we do it justice?
If you wanna go and take a ride with me, with 3 women in the 4 with the goldies. Oh, why do I live this way? Hey, must be the money. If you wanna go and get high with me, smoke a L in the back of the Benzie. Oh, why must I feel this?
Making my way downtown, walking fast, faces pass and I'm homebound.
Get low, get low, get low, get low, get low. To the window, to the window, to the wall, to the wall. To the sweat drop down.
All the girls stomp your feet like this. Few times you've been around that track, so it's not just gonna happen like that. 'Cause it ain't no holler back, girl. Ain't no holler back, girl.
As you had a bad day, you're taking one down. You sing a sad song just to turn it around. You say you don't know, you tell me don't lie. You work at a smile and you go for a ride.
Baby girl, what's your name? Let me talk to you, let me buy you a drink. I'm T-Pain, you know me. Convict music, never boy.
I kissed a girl and I liked it. The taste of her cherry chapstick. I kissed a girl just to try it.
Gotta get, boom, boom, boom. 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 Gotta get, boom, boom, boom.
Don't stop, make it pop. DJ blow my speakers up tonight. I'ma fight till we see the sunlight. Tick tock on the clock, but the party don't stop. No.
Party rock is in the house tonight. Everybody just have a good time. And we gon' make you lose your mind. Everybody just have a good time.
Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy. But here's my number, so call me maybe. It's hard to look right at your baby.
If you can't hear what I'm trying to say, if you can't read from the same page, maybe I'm going deaf, maybe I'm going blind, maybe.
Slow down, grab the wall, wiggle like you're tryna make your roots fall off. Hella thick, I wanna smash them all now. Speed up, gas pedal, gas pedal, gas pedal, gas pedal, gas.
What you just heard was the top grossing song of every year from 2001 to now. And you can hear how much it's changed since then. The music it's developed so much, not just the music itself, but the topics. I mean, the things we sing about today, lewd subjects like sex and drugs and alcohol, they wouldn't have sung about in 2000.
Well, Evelyn Glennie has been one of the leading percussionists in the world. What's unique about it is that she's been deaf since the age of 12. She can kind of hear a little bit, but not anything
almost entirely gone. She herself says that she can feel music and sound with her body. She said the body is almost like an ear, which is interesting in her interpretation of the music that she plays. She can feel the crowd, she can feel the music as she plays it. Actually, she even plays barefoot, so she can feel the music better. Now, what's really important is how she does contemporary music. She's very connected, very involved with contemporary music specifically. And this shows how she's not affected by the evolution of modern music and the modern musical culture. And even with her disabilities, that she's moved through this and become one of the most leading solo percussionists.
Wade Davis studies indigenous tribes, and he spent 3 years living in the Amazon and the Andes, studying over 15 different groups throughout 8 different Latin American countries. This guy's been to Mongolia, Togo, Borneo, Nepal, all over the world, and his works have been featured in over 30 books and 100 magazines. This relates to blanket terminology because the groups that he studies are really unaffected by the changes of the last 14 years, the last decade. When a lot of people group the 2000's, when in reality it's really broad and you can't do that. You can't group an entire decade. For us, the 2000's are a big time in technological growth, when for these people who live out in the middle of nowhere in these third world countries, it hasn't changed at all. So a lot of these people, for instance, a group in Nepal probably doesn't care that the hit song for 2012 was Call Me Maybe by Carly Rae Jepsen. So to overgeneralize these time periods, really highly inaccurate.